is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to talk about Mr. Martell HOLT and how he tried to approach Miss Kenya Moore of Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey, before he approached Sheree. So he wanted Kenya first, according to her, honey, okay? So let me read the article. So the article states, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Sheree Whitfield made headlines when her romance with Martell HOLT was confirmed. This is due to Martell's reputation. Love and Marriage Huntsville fans know that his marriage to Melody Sheree collapsed because he was unfaithful. In fact, Martell had a longtime mistress named Ariane Curry, and Melody decided to end the marriage once she figured out Martell was back to cheating again at the height of the pandemic. After Melody filed for divorce, she learned Martell had actually impregnated Ariane. So Martell went on to have a child outside of his marriage. To no surprise, this has resulted in a lot of criticism. I know that's right, honey. Martell's treatment of Melody is exactly why Kenya Moore and Kandi Burruss originally had reservations about Martell and Sheree's romance. Ain't no damn romance, okay? All they done did is went to the Planet Fitness together, honey, to work out, honey, okay? Sheree, honey, is gonna be unplugging her treadmill, honey, and it will not be next to Mr. Martell HOLT's treadmill anymore, honey, in the future, okay? That's what I predict, because Kandi, honey, is out here saying that Martell was out in the Atlanta streets, honey, trying to talk to women there, okay? So I got that clip for you all. I will play that in just a second. However, their concerns only grew the more time they spent around Martell. Kandi isn't so sure that Martell has genuine intentions. In fact, Kandi said that she heard that Martell agreed to go on a fake date with another on reality star to generate publicity. Y'all remember when we covered that. So she suspected that it was possible that Martell could just be using Sheree for headlines. Kandi also isn't ruling out that Sheree is in on the possible publicity stunt. Of course she is. Okay, because after this little publicity stunt with Hook-Headed Honey, Sheree is going to end up right back on that bench. Okay, by Bravo. Now, it's not the same bench that Ariane is on, but nevertheless, honey, it's a bench. Okay, she will be put on the sidelines somewhere, honey. Okay. Regarding Kenya and Martell's interactions, Kenya already confirmed that she and Martell exchanged words while they filmed the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Carlos King said that he heard Martell held his own against the Shade Assassin. I don't think so. I don't think Martell can get with Kenya. Kenya is a wordsmith. Kenya be using them big words at the right times. Okay, the number one Shade Assassin on these Real Housewives shows, in my opinion, is Candace. Candace's vocabulary is humongous, okay? Like, I'm trying to get on Candace's level. Kenya ain't bad either, though, and I know he didn't get with Kenya. Kenya, honey, dismissed Hook-Headed, okay? We know he can't keep up with Miss Kenya Moore, okay? We know that much, right? Shout out, you guys, to Urban Bell. I read the blog from them, you guys. So yeah, they had all the tea, honey, all the tea. So Kenya Moore makes a controversial revelation about Martell in a future episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta while discussing Sheree's romance with Martell. Kenya tells the other ladies that it can be awkward at times because Martell tried to get with her first. In the trailer, Kenya says it's a little awkward because he did lightweight try to talk to me. At that time Kenya made the accusation, headlines were alleging that Martell may have already cheated on Sheree. Well, can we really say cheat? Okay. Do any of us really feel bad for Sheree? I don't. Okay, he cheated on his beautiful ex-wife. Okay, what's so special about you, boo? Okay. Who cheated on you, boo? Martell. But he can't really cheat on her because they're not really together. He ain't been claiming her. He been saying she's just a friend, okay? Oh, baby, you don't got what I need. And that's why I say you just a friend. I say you just a friend. Okay, that is what Hook-Headed has been singing, about Miss Sheree. Sheree, honey, you too old to be letting these niggas play you like this, sis. What's up? What's up with you? But I told y'all you could be bad as hell and the damn self-esteem can be on the first floor. Okay, yay, yay, yay. Okay. All right, so let's get back to the blog, honey. Now, at the time, Kenya made the accusation, headlines were alleging that Martell may have already cheated on Sheree. What did he do? Order another treadmill for somebody else? Okay, that way that person can join them on their little workouts. Okay, and what they doing on OnlyFans? Are they lifting weights? I think that's what they doing on OnlyFans, honey. But you ain't heard it. You ain't heard it, honey, from Miss Robinson. But that's what I believe they doing. Okay. However, Martell did address his relationship with Sheree on the current season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And he said that Sheree is just a really good friend. He also said he's not in a rush to be in a committed relationship. That fool also says he wants to get married and propose sometime this year. Okay? And what did Mr. Maurice Scott say about Martell Hook-Headed HOLT? He said, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And that is what Miss Robinson has calculated, honey. Hook-Headed always saying one thing, then he do another. He's a narcissist. They flip-flop, okay? They will be married to you one minute, next minute they having a damn affair like they don't care, and then they'll blame you for the damn affair, okay? We saw how he did our girl, honey, Miss Melody Sheree. Ladies, I'm here to say this to you. Don't you ever think that because a man is with you, he's not going to cheat on you. Whatever he has did in his past, he will do it to you, okay? Women be liking to think that, yeah, my pussy better than his ex's, and I just got it going on. These fools will embarrass you, honey, each and every time. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, honey. You gotta really vet that man, okay? You gotta really vet that man. And Martell, he just ain't a good man. He's community dick, okay, on the first floor. That is all he is, honey. And Martell ain't got no money, okay? Y'all keep talking about how handsome he is, honey, but he look like a Ninja Turtle, honey. Old Donatello to Miss Robinson. He ain't got enough money, in my opinion, okay? Yeah, if y'all try to mess with a man, honey, like Martell, at least make sure he got some coins. Because I know damn well OWN ain't paying the way Bravo pay. I'm just saying. So, yeah, he ain't all that to me, honey. Okay? But here is the clip, honey. Let's play it. Let's hear what Miss Kenya Moore, honey, has to say about old Hook-Headed, honey, trying to get with her first. Shame on you, Hook-Headed.
He said you've been kicking it with some chicks in Atlanta.
I heard that too.
No.
Yeah.
Are you coming in town and dipping around?
I mean, it's a little awkward because he did lightweight try to talk to me.
What?
Yes.
Y'all hear that foolishness? Kenya Moore isn't even divorced. Okay, Mark is over there trying to get a part of Moore Manor, knowing damn well Kenya built that house before she even got with his ass. Mark, didn't you say at that table, Mark, that you said okay, that you could rebuild your brand all over again. You would rebuild restaurants all over again. Kenya could leave you with nothing and you would be okay. Wasn't you talking all that bullshiggity at that dinner, honey? That little couples dinner date y'all all had, honey. Mike and Cynthia, they was there. Todd and Candy was there. Kenya and Mark, you already remember that. That was season 12, I believe. Yeah, you said all that, Mark. Now you up it. Like, you a dusty, Mark. Okay, I always tried to have your back, Mark. Okay, I always tried to, try to defend, right? Some of your bullshiggity, because I actually at one point thought you was good for Kenya, okay? I thought you was more logical and practical, where Kenya would go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I thought you would, kind of bring Kenya, honey, back to reality, right? Okay, so I used to like you guys. Some of the stuff that Mark would say to Kenya about finances and being practical and paying your taxes first instead of running out buying all these new cars and all this other stuff. Okay, I used to be here for that, but Mark, not no more. Okay, that's some dusty bullshiggity what you doing. And you on the first floor too. Anytime you got some man that is well off, okay, don't you got a couple of restaurants, you making money, okay, leave Kenya in Brooklyn alone. Let her keep getting her coins. You didn't want Kenya, okay, and you showed her that on Real Housewives of Atlanta when you got the clowning at the end, honey, and I couldn't take up for you no more, Mark. Okay, you got the dog and Miss Kenya Moore, and it was not right. Okay, and then Kenya, I couldn't completely feel bad for you because you had dogged other women that was married on the show, like Phaedra and Portia. Okay. And you had dogged the hell out of them. And I remember one time you said to Portia, that's why he left your ass. He don't even want you no way. You said that to her after Cordell left her, okay? Broke up with the girl on Twitter, okay? Of all places, honey. So I thought that was very mean. And then, we saw how Mark did you. And, none of it is right? But I think a lot of us, it was hard for us to kind of feel bad for Kenya because she had really, put some of the women through a lot of bullshiggity, honey, okay, on the show that was married. Remember, she was all up in Phaedra and Apollo's marriage, okay, flirting with Apollo. Yeah, Apollo is fine and all that type of stuff. That's inappropriate when people are married. Okay, you could have kept that in your head. Okay, you pushed the man in the pool. You was touching on that man and stuff. Then he picked you up. It was just all inappropriate, Kenya. But yeah, back to Martell, Sheree, and Kenya. It doesn't make any sense. Martell, the woman she's still not even fully divorced. And I'm hearing that Mark's attorney has dropped him, okay, because they is sick of you, Mark, holding up this damn divorce. Okay. So, honey, let's see what the people got to say about this. Let's see what they got to say. All right, so one person says, Sheree is desperate. Martell will show her who he really is. Run, Sheree, run. Honey, Sheree trying to hold on to her job because she know that, she don't really have much to stand on when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. She don't have much to bring to the table. She like to talk all this bullshiggity about Miss Nene Leakes, but Nene is funny. Nene had substance. Nene had Craig. She had her kids. Sheree got her kids and stuff too, but Sheree has always been very closed off, very superficial. Just all she cared about is money and, looking fabulous and, trying to furnish that big ass house that, we still trying to figure out how she can afford, honey. But, honey, that's a story, honey. That's a story, honey, for another day. And Sheree did do the damn thing. I'm not hating on her. That's a badass house she got. But, honey, don't lose it, honey. Miss Sheree trying to keep up with the Joneses, honey, okay? Another person says Sheree act like she's so classy with morals, but when it comes to her men, her choice goes straight out of the window. Yes, it does. Y'all saw how Big Bob did her, honey. But Big Bob, honey, has some money, though. I kind of understand that one, you know? Martell ain't got nothing, okay? Melody, girl, you better go get your child support. You got 4 babies by that fool. Oh, yeah, I would lock his ass in for life. I would have the damn checks going to a trust for the kids. That's what I would do. I would get all buddy with Carlos King, and that nigga would be on child support. And you better beat old Ariana, honey, to the punch, because you was his wife. You suffered through all that bullshit he put you through. You went through 4 labors, okay? Miss Robinson barely made it through the one that she had to do, okay? You's a bad bitch, okay? 4 kids by this old big head, coconut head fool. Okay, you's a bad girl, Miss Melody Sheree. But Melody, you know, she a boss, and Melody, that girl, she kind of like me in a sense. She knows she go get her money. And once I stop caring about the child support, you guys, like when I really let it go, that's when I start receiving money. So maybe that'll happen, you know, with Mel. You know, but I think that she should put his ass on some type of child support. I would. Like all this custody stuff that he's doing, and I heard he done lost when it came to that, honey. But honey, we will talk about that, honey, on another day. Right now, it's all about Hook-Headed and Sheree. Okay, and a little bit of Kenya up in there, honey. Okay, those are the ingredients that we are messing with today. Okay, another person says, I believe Kenya because she is the most logical choice to attach yourself for a come up. I guess so. Shit, that's what Mark over there trying to do, trying to come up off of Kenya. She's a definite on the show unless she chooses to leave. Sheree isn't. Good point. That is a good point. Another person says, of all the men in the world, Sheree keeps picking the wrong ones. I'm already over this fake love storyline. Just pathetic. Another person says, not sure why Sheree would want to be connected to Martell. He was just a no-show to his child custody hearing. Oh, yeah, that's right. His ass didn't even show up. So you already know they really go favor Melody, honey. Okay? Another person says Sheree is chasing money and clout. She is not chasing love. I know that's right. Another person says, well, everybody knows Hotel and She Buy No Such Thing relationship is faker than a $3 bill. Okay, not She Buy No Such Thing. That's a nice little chuckle, honey. That was good. Okay. Another person says, at one point, does it become a reflection on Sheree's personality that she continues to date these very blatantly bad men? She got low self-esteem. Marlo was trying to tell y'all ass last season, but y'all ignore Marlo and, you know, her ghetto superstar demeanor, honey. Y'all be ignoring what she said, but she dropped some gems. Y'all remember when a nigga in prison played Sheree? The nigga got out and played Sheree. How the hell you let a nigga that just got out of prison play you? Okay, that's how you know you're not dealing with a full deck, honey. But Marlo tried to tell the girl, like, Sheree, you gotta love yourself. Okay? And just like Iyanla told Sheree, you didn't build that damn house for you. No. Look at me messing it up. You didn't build that house, this large piece of edifice for those kids. You did it for you because it makes you look a certain way. You gotta be willing to tell the truth, beloved. Okay, I know that's right, Mama Iyanla, honey. Iyanla had a way of getting the girls together. Okay, I want Iyanla, honey, to come back to TV. And I am very sad that Red Table Talk has been canceled, at least by Facebook. I see Jada Pinkett, my girl. That y'all know I love me some Jada, okay? I love me some Jada. Jada is gonna come back and bring the show on YouTube, I think. Okay, that's just what I think, okay? So, yeah, I love me some Red Table Talk though, honey, okay? So another person says, I want the Saints to hear me out on this. Okay, I know that's right, honey. There was a time when Melody was hell-bent on removing herself from the Huntsville scene and repeatedly said that Atlanta was her second home. I can't help but wonder if Martell made it his business to get himself out there on the dating scene of Atlanta to keep Melody from being so comfortable scooting over to the A for some time away. At any rate, it's clear he ain't all that into Sheree. The few times she's been referenced on Love and Marriage Huntsville so far, he hasn't convinced me otherwise. Even if Sheree is only dealing with Martell for publicity, she needs to weigh what she stands to lose dealing with this man. More of her self-respect. I know that's right, honey. That was a good one. And I like how you got your sentence together, honey. It was on point. Miss Robinson didn't have to add words, didn't have to remove words, so 5 points, honey, for you, honey. Okay. Another person says Bravo needs to stop bringing Sheree back. Another person says Sheree never has a real storyline. Bravo needs to let her go. Another person says, I remember Funky Dineva saying Sheree has an 8th grade education. And I really do believe it. Her critical thinking skills and comprehension is a bit on the slow side. Oh, child, y'all is shady. Why y'all do that to Sheree from Cleveland, honey? Sheree, honey. She from Cleveland, honey. Another person says, I think she was into Tyrone, but Tyrone wasn't into her. Tyrone just wanted somebody to keep his ass company, honey, while he was in prison. Okay, that's what he wanted. He was on his P's and Q's and was on his best behavior, honey, while he was in prison. Then he got out and started acting a damn fool. Another person said, Kenya's not lying. I believe Kenya. I believe it. But my thing with him trying to choose Kenya is, but this don't stop him. That's how you know he a narcissist. Kenya is still married to Mark, isn't she? So why would you go for her? She's married, but he doesn't have any respect for marriage. Hell, he didn't have no damn respect for his own damn marriage, let alone, Kenya's. Okay, so yeah, I believe it. Another person says, I believe Kenya and I believe Sheree was in on it. They were definitely using each other. What? Another person says Sheree was actually a third choice. Martell still loves Melody and tries to get her back. When he couldn't, he got nasty and said she was a bad mom. You're a bad mom. Filed for full custody of the children, and he recently lost. He did not show up. Martell is a known scammer. Not a scammer, honey, but if the shoe fits, he gotta wear that motherfucker. Okay, that's just all she wrote, honey. That's just how the story go, honey. Okay. Now the person says, I 100% believe Kenya. Another person says, I don't feel bad for Sheree. Okay, she's just like Marho trying to rent a man for a peach. Ooh, is Marlo renting a man? Well, Marlo, honey, wouldn't be the first. Okay, I'm gonna try to lay off y'all girl team twirl. Okay, we won't get off into that because y'all know I can say a few things, honey, but I'm gonna try to play coy and nice. This is about Sheree. Okay. Another person says, we all know Martell gets all his come-ups from women, starting with his first wife. Oh, yeah. I think he convinced Melody, though, that, it was love. Yeah, I think she truly loved Martell. And I believe that at one point Martell loved her. I think what happened with Martell and Melody, and I will stick to what I'm saying, because I remember when I was cheating and stuff, and it was right around the time they got married. At that 22, and yeah, in them 20s, honey, I don't think that's a good time to get married. And back in the day, people got married. It really depends on the people, though, because you could get two mature people and they could get married and not have all those issues. But the thing of it is Martell was never on Melody's level. He's not mature like her. He never, he probably took the marriage serious maybe the first 5 years or so. And then after that, he began doing what most ghetto first floor niggas do, which is put more on his woman's plate. Now, mind you, he the one that got her involved more with the community and I guess trained her, and introduced her to the property preservation. He the one, was, pushing her along, to do all of that. And then, I'm not getting enough sex. You ain't sucking my thing. You ain't did this. You ain't combing the girl's hair. Any little thing these niggas can come up with to make you feel guilty and that's what narcissists do. They always want more out of you. Meanwhile, they don't plan on stepping their game up, okay? And then he, said what most niggas do, and, in their marriage or long-term relationship, oh, you're not sucking me enough. And I would have been like, well, if I'm not sucking you, it's for a reason, nigga, and you need to figure it out, okay? Shit. But yeah, I told y'all, ain't no way in hell he would have did all that shit he did to Melody. Melody, what, is a Christian, Miss Robinson ain't no Christian. I would tell you straight up, okay? I'm a good person until you try to fuck me over. And then that's when it's lights out for your ass. And it don't matter, honey, who it is, honey, okay? Miss Robinson go get you together, okay? But yeah, and I think that was very painful, what he put Melody through. She will never forget it, and she will never return to the burning house, because nobody wants to live in a burning house with a raggedy man, embarrassing them. Then you cheat on her with an Ooga Booga. It wasn't like it was a bad bitch, like a bitch you can't deny, okay? Like, that's just really what pissed me off. They always talk about men are visual. I'm like, shit, that's a lie. A lie don't care who tell it. Because these niggas be ending up with Ooga Booga. So you niggas ain't that visual, okay? Y'all just, anybody that's breathing and they got a pussy, that's good enough for some of y'all. Some of y'all just ain't got no standards. You don't. So you deal with these pick-me's and these Ooga Boogas and these women of Brewster Place looking ass women, looking all homely and shit. Okay, so child, goodbye. And then y'all expect for women to argue with these Ooga Boogas. I don't argue with no Ooga Booga. Bitch, I'm right, you wrong, you ugly, you dusty, the end. Okay? Like, you ain't gonna get no back and forth, honey, out of Miss Robinson. Honey, Miss Robinson from the top floor. I ain't about to be on the first floor arguing with your ass. Okay, what I look like? Okay? Shit, I don't talk to the homeless. Shit. To the homely? That's what I should say, honey, but let's see what more of the people is saying. Just more of the same. They talking about how desperate Sheree is. Sheree is desperate. And Sheree is a nice looking woman for her age. Nice looking body. And, oh, child. Sheree. She by Sheree. Okay, so I done stumbled, honey, upon somebody trying to drag Miss Kenya more. The person says, lightweight tried to talk to me. They are referring to what Kenya said about, what Martell did with her. What did he say when he said it? Giselle thought Candace's husband tried to talk to her too. Say exactly what he said. Until then, it will be her perception. I remember Walter, Kenya's fake boo, so I don't think she should be a hater. They all make it do what it do over and over again for a check. It's time for the viewers to just enjoy the produced entertainment. Not the produced entertainment. So a person comments to that and says he probably told her she looked nice. You can't compliment everyone without them thinking someone wants them. That's true, but and y'all know I'm not Kenya's biggest fan, but why would Kenya have to lie about this? And Kenya is beautiful. She crazy as hell and need to be put on a Lifetime movie, okay? She need to be put on Lifetime, period. I told y'all, but I can see him trying to get with Kenya. Kenya used to be Miss America. What is it again? I forgot. Miss USA. That's right. That's what she used to be, honey. And Kenya still looks good. You know, she's an older woman, but you know, she's aging really well. And she's pretty. She's crazy and shady, but Kenya is attractive. Okay, so yeah, I can see him trying to get. Now, Kenya looked way better than that damn Ariane. Okay, so if he would have cheated with that, it still would have been wrong, guys. But then you could be like, oh, okay. You know, you kind of following me a little bit. But yeah, child. But cheating is wrong. It is wrong, you guys. It don't matter how folks look. I'm just saying how people perceive things. They like, you cheated with that. You left that for that. Like, why would you want that? Okay, so y'all stop it with the men vision. It really depends on how you look. That's the biggest damn lie I have ever heard. Men is visual. Some of y'all can't see, okay? Some of y'all gotta be blind, honey, because from what y'all be picking out. Okay? Another person says Martell hit Kenya up first because he knows she'll take any man. Ooh, Martell said, I'll go with She by Sheen instead. Oh, child. Now, real quick, honey, Miss Robinson thought her job was done, honey, but the people are coming for Kenya. Okay, they is not believing Miss Kenya more. One person says, are we really pretending like we didn't already know that this relationship was not real? As it relates to Kenya, it seems really rich of her to expose anyone about a fake relationship. I definitely wouldn't do this to my friend on camera. Let's take a trip down memory lane of Kenya's dating history. Just saying. Oh, child, she do got a sketchy history, but this is not too far-fetched, guys. Come on now. Kenya is beautiful. So I could see Martell like, ooh, you know, she a little ashy too, so I could afford some Vaseline. You know, I could see him. I could see him doing that. Okay, but yeah, it ain't too far-fetched. Another person says Kenya Moore is a part of history. Second Black Miss USA. Okay, not the second, honey. Not the second, honey. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about that, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.